Welcome back to the channel. If you've ever asked yourself whether it is smarter to invest in speed or in extreme resolution, this breakdown is for you. By the time we wrap up, you'll know which of these two cameras fits your world better. Let's start with what matters most, the sensor. Sony went with a 24.2 megapixel stack CMOS sensor in the A9 II. That number might sound modest today, but it was chosen for a reason. Fewer pixels mean faster readout, cleaner images at high ISO, and a sensor designed to prioritize speed above all else. On the other side, Nikon seems to be preparing something completely different. The Z73i is rumored to carry anywhere from 45 megapixels all the way to 90. Even the conservative leaks at 61 or 67 megapixels would put it far ahead of Sony in pure resolution. That means massive detail for landscapes, portraits, or commercial work. But with great detail comes giant files, more processing power, and less forgiveness in low light. Nikon looks ready to take the resolution crown, but with it comes weight and responsibility. Autofocus is where these two philosophies really collide. Sony A9 II is trusted because it has been tested on the sidelines and in press pits. Its 693 phase detect points with nearly full frame coverage and sticky real-time tracking have earned it a reputation. Nikon has improved rapidly in recent years. The Z9 and Z8 proved their subject recognition system is impressive. People, animals, vehicles, all tracked with AI-based smarts. If the Z73i inherits that ability, it will be competitive. But autofocus is about trust. Sony already has it. Nikon will need to prove it with consistency. When it comes to burst shooting, Sony shows its hand clearly. 20 frames per second silently with the electronic shutter, blackout-free viewing, and a deep buffer that chews through hundreds of frames without slowing. This is what professionals rely on when milliseconds matter. Nikon's rumored specs point to a similar 20 frames per second. That sounds equal, but here's the catch. Doing that with a 60-plus megapixel sensor is much harder. It demands faster processing and much bigger buffers. If Nikon makes it happen, it will be incredible, but it's also where skepticism lingers. Stabilization is a quieter but important difference. Sony's A9 II gives you 5.5 stops. That was strong in its time. Nikon is rumored to push up to 8 stops. If true, that is huge for handheld work. Imagine holding a high-resolution camera steady for slower shutter speeds without a tripod. That matters not only for stills but also for video shooters. Speaking of video, the gap widens even more. Sony's A9 II tops out at 4K 30 frames per second. Respectable back in 2019, but dated now. Nikon Z73i is said to deliver 4K at 120 and even 8K at 60. That adds a whole new league and makes it appealing for hybrid creators who want both stills and cinema-grade footage in one tool. Sony does strike back in connectivity, dual card slots, Ethernet port, fast Wi-Fi, Bluetooth, even voice memo recording for journalists. That workflow focus is why agencies embraced it. Nikon will likely add modern Wi-Fi 6 and dual slots, but whether they include the little touches pros rely on remains to be seen. Durability is another factor. Sony's A9 II is built tough and has been tested in the field for years. Nikon's Z-line is already solid, and the Z73i should continue that trend. But again, Sony has years of trust behind it. Nikon will need to earn it. And then of course, there's price. Sony's A9 II launched around $4,500. The Z73i, if it really brings ultra-high resolution and advanced video, could meet or exceed that. So here's the real takeaway. If you are a sports shooter, a news photographer, someone who needs speed and reliability above all else, the Sony A9 II still stands tall. If you crave maximum resolution, breathtaking detail, and advanced video, the Nikon Z73i could be the future. In the end, it isn't about which camera is better, but which one is better for you? So I'll ask you again. Do you choose speed or detail, proven reliability or daring innovation? Let me know what you think, and don't forget to stick around because the next video will help you take the next step in your creative journey.